because I come from a very small town back in India. We're technically homeless 3 times. I'm very aggressive, I'm very impatient, and that's why I'm a day trader. I keep posting about trading, keep talking about trading, making more people aware, get them into trading because this is something that changed my life. I think God has put me on this planet to truly explore what I'm capable of. My purpose, I believe, is to pursue excellence in everything that I enter into. It's just insane to think about that a guy like me who's just 23 can make it. What happened when I was around 12 years old with my family, that shaped everything for me because I come from a very small town back in India. Making $2,000 a month is like a dream. We're technically homeless 3 times. We had to hop houses from relative to relative, and that's what made me truly realize the value of money. And that was the time when I took a decision that I want to make so much money that I never want to go in front of anyone to ask anything. That was the time for me because I was doing chartered accountancy, that's like CPA in the US. It was either I do this or either I do trading. So I gave my parents a roadmap that, okay, this is what I want to do. Give me 1 year of time. And let's say if I do not succeed in trading, I will pay for my own education and you will never have to worry about me and you will never have to pay for me for anything and ever again. And I think that offer was a good one, and that's what convinced them to let me do what I wanted to do. They gave me 1 year and I proved it to them that I'm capable, and that's when things really changed for me, and that's how I came to Dubai. I was 19 years old when I came here, and I'm 23 now, so it's been almost 4 years. Somebody that I know who's a family friend, he told me that I have got a lot of potential, I should come to Dubai. He's been here for almost 17 years in Dubai, 17, 19 years now. So I was looking to grow more, and I was definitely not able to grow in my current environment, and I saw an opportunity, I took it, and I asked myself that what's the worst that's going to happen, and the worst case scenario was I will see the Burj Khalifa and come back to India. So I was like, why not take the chance? I also love the diverse culture here, the kind of network that you can develop here, because this is like a hub. Everybody from the entire world comes here, and you basically have the opportunity to meet everyone from everywhere. Do I miss my hometown? I don't think so. I absolutely do not miss it because, like I said, it was an industrial area. I wouldn't want to go back there, wouldn't want to live there. I mean, I know normally the answers are, oh yeah, I miss my hometown, I want to go back. I don't want to go back. I think this is an amazing change for me, and it's going to be an amazing change for my family as well. The biggest difference between India and Dubai, I think everything is different, but if I have to say the biggest one, it has to be the people, bro. People back in India, they're very, I would say, lack-minded. They don't think the best for everyone, and it's actually funny. I think there's some sort of index. So this index basically shows how much people trust each other in the specific country. 60 to 70% of Indians do not trust each other. So that just shows people do not want the best for themselves. So it's very tough out there. And that's also another reason why it's so tough to do business in India, because if you start a business, you have to convince like 10 times more people for people to buy your product. So I think people is going to be the biggest one for me, and the people here are amazing. Everybody is open to network, open to talk. So yeah, that's the biggest difference. First, I learned about trading, I think it was 2018 is when I learned. I came across the stock market, Indian stock market firsthand. Then I think 2 years later, that's when I got to know about crypto, Forex, and the international markets. I didn't even know these markets existed. It was during the Dogecoin hype when Elon started tweeting about Doge. That's when I really got into the international market space. I saw so many Forex traders just trading gold and gold and gold. And I was like, oh, there must be something in it. And then I saw another trader who was posting his trades on his Telegram. And I was that really drew me towards gold, and I was like, I should try this. And then I eventually found out that it's something that suits me a lot as per my personality. Gold is very aggressive, moves fast. I am very aggressive, I'm very impatient, and that's why I'm a day trader. I cannot hold trades for a very long time, and that's why I went into gold. I would love to talk more about the advanced stuff, the stuff that I use on a day-to-day basis, my strategy. I go in depth, but unfortunately that doesn't work on YouTube. People get confused when it comes to that. That's why I talk about the advanced stuff inside my university. Keep posting about trading, keep talking about trading, making more people aware, and get them into trading, because this is something that changed my life. And even if, let's say, I have like 1 million subscribers, I am pretty sure that at least I can change 1,000 people's lives out of that. if they genuinely put in the effort. I believe my purpose is to pursue excellence in whatever field and realm I enter into, whether it is boxing, whether it is golf, whether it is trading, everything that I get into, I just chase excellence, and that is what I will always strive for. Whatever I do, I have to be the best, or else I will not do it. I think God has put me on this planet to truly explore what I'm capable of. My purpose, I believe, is to pursue excellence in everything that I enter into. That is what I strive for. And I think that is something that will always keep me going, because if I set myself up for materialism, for a certain amount of money, and a lot of people don't think about this, that if you want to make $100 million and you eventually achieve that, what do you chase then? And that is what people don't think about. As good as the feeling you get after you are a stomach full after eating, at that point of time, even the tastiest dish would not be tasty for you at that moment. And imagine if you make that much amount of money, how would you feel then? And people do not have an answer to that. And that is exactly why I feel my purpose is to chase excellence in everything that I do. What does my family think of me? I think they're very proud, for sure. And they're very unappealed as well, because everything that I told them I would do in the last 3 years, I've already done it. So they, at this point now, whatever I do, they're very unappealed, because it's like, oh, it's Umar. So of course, he just does things out of the box. And if he has said it, he's going to do it. So today, if I buy like a $50,000 watch, it's not news to them. It's just, oh, he said he's going to buy it. So yeah, he bought it. And they're proud. And most importantly, I think they know that no matter what happens, they will be taken care of in any situation whatsoever. And I think that is what matters to me the most. I was struggling to pay for the cab to from my college to my home. That was like $4, and I was struggling for that, because my entire monthly budget that my mom used to give me was about 3,000 Indian rupees, which is like not even $300 in fact. It's $350, yeah. So $350 was my entire monthly budget. So 4 years later, I'm here on the Palm shooting this with you guys, wearing a $50,000 watch. So it's just insane to think about that a guy like me who's just 23 can make it. So I'm definitely proud of myself, and I'm very grateful for that, because I know that a lot of people are unable to make such a big jump in their entire lives. So I'm for sure proud of myself, and most importantly, I'm grateful, but I'm not satisfied, and I strive for more.